Today we are gathered to celebrate the graduation of Class 21-005. For the past 3 weeks, these NCOs learned leadership, counseling, coaching, mentoring, RB writing, critical thinking, and problem solving to prepare them as leaders in their respective freedom retention battalions. At this time, I want to introduce our guest speaker, Sergeant Major James. Sergeant Major Cliff James began his career in November 1988 when he enlisted into the Mississippi National Guard, serving in Taylorsville, Mississippi. He mobilized to support Operation Desert Storm in 1991 and left the National Guard in 1998 to enlist in the Army Reserves, where he would serve as an instructor for the 6th Battalion Training Command. In October of 2002, he was assigned to Charlie Company 4 398 Basic Combat Training Battalion and served as a senior drill sergeant. Sergeant Major James enlisted back into the Mississippi Army National Guard in 2004 to serve as an AGR, Recruiting Retention NCO in Brandon, Mississippi. For the last 17 years, he has served as a Mississippi Army National Guard Recruiting Retention Battalion as a Recruiting Retention NCO, Military Entrance Processing Station Guidance Counselor, Battalion Operations at SUIC, Recruiting Retention Section Chief, Company First Sergeant, and Operations Sergeant Major, where he currently serves the Mississippi Army National Guard Recruiting Retention Battalion. Sergeant Major James is a graduate of Jones County Junior College with an Associate Arts degree. His military education includes the Total Army Instructor Training Course, U.S. Army Drill Sergeant School, Army National Guard Recruiting Retention NCO Course, Basic Airborne Course, Mass Guidance Counselor Course, Recruiting Retention Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer Course, and the U.S. Army Sergeant Major's Academy. Sergeant Major James has received numerous awards and decorations. Sergeant Major James has been married to Susan Vincent James for 26 years. They reside in Brandon, Mississippi, with their 2 sons, all head of us. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Major James.
Hey, good morning, graduates. Yes, I'm Sam, both the Sergeant Majors, Grand Sergeant Majors, and officers that may be dressed. First off, I want to congratulate you on your college. Graduation of Senior Leader Honors. This is an accomplishment that sets you on a road to being a senior leader. I see many sergeant first classes here, and staff sergeants will become a sergeant first class. You are entering into one of the best careers in the Army National Guard, in my opinion. You're going to have the ability as a E7 expert package, which is my favorite soldier in Army National Guard. The ability to influence people in your community, the ability to influence yourself. Okay? So I congratulate you on that. When you get back home, you're going to need some help, and that reminds me of times in Mississippi when it starts to rain like this, so we need a little help. You know, the Mississippi Delta is kind of flat, and there's a man that's living a home by himself, just he and his dog, and it started to rain, and the water started to rise. And it got to his front porch, and he started breaking the Lord, help save my property, save my life. But it continued to rise. 2 guys came by in a boat, he said, no, don't worry about me. The Lord's going to take care of me. And the boat went on. Water continued to rise up to the roof. And he was having to get into rest. Another boat came by, and he's still praying, the Lord take care of me. So it came by, he get in the boat. No, I'm not getting the boat. The Lord's going to take care of me. The boat went on by. The one I got out to the roof, he was up on top of the roof. That helicopter came by, last chance. I don't worry about me, the Lord's going to take care of me. And the helicopter flew off. What happened? The man Frank, he and his dog, he gets that happened to probably same figure, and he said, I'm praying to the Lord, are you so fainting? He said, man, we tipped 2 boats to my helicopter, well, what do you want? He's cutting. Sometimes we have to take advantage of the things that are in front of us. Okay? And that's what I want you to do as senior NCOs. You need to take care of those NCOs that you're going back to be with. When I came to the senior leader course, I made a relationship with several NCOs. We are in the relationship business, the 7 tangos, right? That's what we do. I made a relationship with an NCO, and we didn't really talk about specific business when we left here. We talked about, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how is your family? How are things going in work? Not specific, but thing we get at once. How are they going? How are you? We've had this relationship for over 15 years. That we went through the ranks of Sergeant First Class, a Master Sergeant, a First Sergeant, and now Sergeant Major. I'm glad to say that I started a relationship that we include each other and encourage each other. Like the Master Major Politics in New York, we was in different parts of the country. We had a different background, but we came together because we're soldiers. That's what we need to do here. Form those relationships. make ourselves better, and take them back home. The reason we're doing this for influence, because the senior NCOs you need to have influence, especially the leaders. The Army defines leadership as the ability to influence people by providing purpose, motivation, and direction to accomplish a mission and improve the organization. So yes, we're going to improve the organization as leaders. We're going to accomplish a leader's mission service. We're going to provide purpose, motivation, and direction. But I don't want you to miss what I think is the essential word: influence. If you can't influence people, you can't do the rest.
Right.
I want to give you a couple of practical things which will help you with your influence today. 3 points. Number one, you can use for yourself, but you can teach those new recruiters coming in. You're going to have them. Your team is not going to look like it did when you came on as a recruiter. Pretty soon, instead of being a new guy, you're going to be the senior CEO, which you are. Right? And you have to take that role. Number one, go to work. Simple. Go to work. Basically, go to work. Show up in the proper uniform. Right? Not so PT desk with cut off t-shirt and the old PT shorts 5 minutes late. Show up on time. Physically go to work. Mentally go to work. Go to work with the intent of doing those 3 things that we do every day. Prosthetics, process, and prepare something for training. That's what we do. I've heard it said by one of my master sergeants, and I agree with, that if you take the average number of hours that you spend actively recruiting each week, let's just say it's 20, right? You may have other admin duties or other things that you do with mandate grants, but the number of hours you spend recruiting is directly proportional to the number of enlistments you will have that year. I'll say it again, you can check when you get home. The average number of hours you spend in a week recruiting is directly proportional to the number of enlistments you will have for that year. Try and see how it comes out. Physical fitness. I've heard it quoted many times, and I agree that physical fitness is not the most important thing you do in a day. That's the most important thing that you do every day. It keeps your mind sharp. It keeps your body clean and refreshed. It gives you enough energy to do your job and have extra energy for emergencies. Physical fitness is very important. So I encourage you, number one, to go to work. Number two, get organized. There are tons of things that we could do in this job. And if you remember back, I do, to your first year in recruiting, there's a lot of work that you can do that's not profitable, process. That prepare yourself for the future. Plan your year, your month, your week. Plan your day. I'm giving you this thing because it encourages that leaders to tell those young soldiers going in. And also to use for yourself. Use your phone to link with your Apple account so you're down about purpose. The way I organized myself was subtle because we didn't have my first thing on the phone was in the email. I had one sheet of paper. It was just my one sheet of paper. That my white, when I first started, this is a white piece of paper. I would write someone's name, their phone number, and a brief description about who they were to remind me of their work. All the way down, as many as I had, I had to carry 10. At the bottom, you get appointments, people I need to contact, people I need to process, and waiters. I would update that sheet from time to time, but I always remember who my number one was. Who got put in the guard this week? Because that's what we do. We enlist to. So number two is get organized. Number three is ignore distractions. They come in all the shades of blue. New people coming in. One time, one or two to talk, which often we can get involved in. We start delving into things that we talk about. I think that's in the regulation. Do you think we're eating up reference control F? It's always there. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, we have 5 meetings on blood. That's killing. I have to drive 2 hours to Baptist. That's a distraction. Just plan for it. My spouse called me 12 times today. Constant distraction you're out there. Let's ensure you know what's following about. You know what the threat is? Non-criminal threats to national security is today. According to General Mattis, it's obesity. That's a problem we have trying to get people into the National Guard is in the water. So sometimes we get busy working disqualified applicants. We need to know what the qualifications are and be able to determine whether it is tweaking. So again, I'll tell you the 3 things to help you have an influence when you go forwards. To allow you to become a senior leader that can get people motivated, right in the direction, right? Is to go to work, to get organized, and to ignore distractions. If you don't believe in these, and you don't actually, it seems like you're only going to work for the money. But if you'll actually these things, I believe that you will be working towards supporting the mission of the Army National Guard and Strength Maintenance. So I'd like to take you to the graduates of class 21005. Good luck going on. Turning to your states to be a senior NGOs. I want to tell you good luck on your future. Well, your future because you have the ability to be yardage counselors, to be team leaders, to be the next master sergeants, to work in your operations section, to be IET managers. I say it again, the E7 expert badge is my favorite career in the Army National Guard. Go on, do well, and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Major.